Reebok always gives the biggest boxes. Boy, does it feel good to be back, and we're in a new location. Happy New Year to everyone tuning in. Hopefully your year is off to a really good start. Shout out to Reebok for a really quick turnaround on the shoes that we'll be reviewing today. But before we even jump into that, make sure to say what's up below in the comment section. I just released a new album called Sugarloaf. Feel free to go check that out. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like. As a matter of fact, pause the video, call up your grandparents, explain to them how to subscribe to a YouTube channel, and tell them to subscribe to this channel. No, but today we have a really dope pair of shoes to talk about. Y'all probably already know that I'm a huge Allen Iverson fan, and this is an iconic pair from the Iverson Reebok line. Today we're talking about the Reebok Answer 4. And this is in the black and gray colorway, the OG colorway. I've been waiting a really long time to say this. OG! I remember seeing Allen Iverson win MVP of the NBA in the Answer 4. That to me is probably the main reason why the Answer 4 is such an iconic sneaker in the Iverson line. I don't think it's as pretty as the Reebok Question, but it just holds such a historic feat for such a small guy to be the most valuable player in the league. Now these released on February 5th for a retail price of $170 US, but for $170 you are getting a really good sneaker, and I'm actually surprised at how great the quality on this is. As of this moment, while recording the video, these are still available on Reebok.com. I don't know if the Bach boys are out getting the big red boots, but somehow these did not sell out, so you do still have an opportunity to go and cop them. With that being said, if you're a reseller, the resale value is not too high on these at the moment. Actually, you know what? Let's not delay this any longer. Let's go ahead and jump into the details of the Reebok Answer 4 in black and gray. If you didn't already know, Reebok and Iverson means tons of leather. The base of the sneaker is this smooth black leather extending all the way from the rear of the sneaker towards the toe. And you do have these sections on the lateral side, a gray portion extending towards the toe, showing off that I3 logo, and that is also reflective. And mirrored on the medial side, you have that same I3 logo portion. Instantly, your eyes are gonna be drawn here, right in the middle. Don't you just love sneakers that have zippers on them? I feel like we don't get that enough nowadays, but Reebok and Iverson were making the most of it here. Not only a zipper, but right at the top you also have a strap. And on that zipper you do have another I3 logo. You know, Reebok and Iverson, very heavy on branding. I actually really love to wear my Answer 4s with this section just straight up open. You do have some black laces underneath that going through some white lace loops. And like I said, they're big on branding. On the tongue, you have that I3 logo extending. And right at the top, what does it say? Reebok. And right next to that, what's that? A Reebok logo. There's no way to forget that this is Reebok and this is Iverson. At the rear of the sneaker, you do have a pull tab to make it easy to get your foot in and out of the shoe. I think when I was a kid, I cut my pull tab off for some weird reason, and I would just be like jamming my foot in over my thumb. It was the worst experience. So don't cut off your pull tabs. It definitely helps you get your foot in the shoe. On the back of the pull tab, you do have another I3 logo, that reflective gray tubular design going down, and you see that tab right here on the rear. It just says Iverson. And then right there at the rear of the sole, you have that black circle with the Reebok logo in it. And it's cool to see on the Answer 4 some of the cues that existed way back on the Reebok Question. This circle at the back is a similar design to what is on the Reebok Question, that circle at the back on the sole, and it's usually a number inside. And rotating from there, you do have that DMX cushioning. They brand that DMX here on this black bar. Of course, you see that red extending from the outsole, so why not just go ahead and flip it over to the outsole. This is an outsole that has stayed in my mind literally my entire life. I just remember wearing these to school, and people would see the bottom of the shoe, and it is an instant conversation starter because right there at the rear you have Allen Iverson's face. Everyone loves Allen Iverson, and I guess Reebok and Allen Iverson figured out how to win the hearts of young kids all around America. Put his face on the bottom of the shoe. Of course, he has a tattoo that says "Only the strong survive," and they do have that written here on the sole. But right there, smack in the middle, the red that caught our eye, is that torsion plate, and another I3 logo smack dab in the middle. And then above that, in black foam, you have some pretty strong, rigid design here, some herringbone, some curves going up, and a Reebok logo in the middle. Very sturdy grip on this. I remember playing indoor and outdoor in the Answer 4, and I caught a few ankles, not my own. So the grip is definitely strong on these, if they are still making them the same way. And then to give you a little peek of the insole,
One hour later.
Alright, the insole is glued in there pretty firmly, but what you have on the inside is Allen Iverson's arm showing off that tattoo that says "Only the strong survive." And you get to see his, I think that's the Georgetown Bulldog tattooed on his arm as well. So I'm just admiring this shoe. Like it's crazy. It's taking me down memory lane. But to give you a little sense of what you're getting when you purchase the Reebok Answer 4, let's go ahead and slap these on feet and see what they look like. Crazy piece of information. I was setting up for this video and I broke my tripod. So the little furniture that is in this place so far is actually holding up the camera, and it's a completely different setup, so it takes me a couple more seconds to get to the camera, but let's go ahead and slap these on foot.
No goodbyes. How you just creeping out of my life one more time. Give me this chance to make things right.
Yeah, the Answer 4, just a really solid sneaker, fashion-wise and fit-wise. One thing that I love about this shoe, I have this weird thing where I like to raise my toes sometimes and just like test the surface of that toe box. And on some shoes, it's super hard and it kind of fights against your toenail, but on the Answer 4, there's some cushioning there. It's almost like a pillow surface. And even though it looks bulky, it fits slim. I don't know if I can perfectly explain that, but it just fits like a glove once it's on your foot. You feel secure inside the shoe, even without the zipper being up. It's not like the shoe is flopping around. You feel secure already. Now let's go ahead and get into sizing with the Answer 4. Since this was a review, I went ahead and got my true size, which is a US 11. And it feels great on my foot. Like I said, it feels like a glove. And even though my toes are right up there toward the front of the toe box, I don't feel as though I'm fighting to stay inside the shoe. Now, if you have a wide foot, I would definitely say to you, go up a half size. It'll give you a little bit more comfort. And like I said, I wear these completely zipped down, strap hanging, so I have a little bit of wiggle room. So if you have a wider foot, extend up to that half size, give yourself a little bit of room, and then you can zip up, you can tighten your laces, you can strap up to give yourself a one-of-one fit if you are using these for performance. But yeah, let me know if you went out and copped a pair of the Reebok Answer 4 and what you think of them so far. Let me know if you're thinking about it. And I'm interested, what is your favorite Reebok Iverson sneaker that has come from them throughout the many years of their partnership? I would have to say for me, it is still the Reebok Question, specifically the lows, but the Answer 4 might be a close second for me. Go ahead, sound off in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this sneaker. Remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, listen to my album Sugarloaf, and if you made it to this point in the video, comment practice. Thank you guys once again for tuning into the channel. I really appreciate and love you all, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.